Here's what I've been trying to figure out. I got into online shopping recently. I guess that's a thing. Here's what I've been doing, though. I shop for things that are like way out of my price range, and then after a while I go, oh yeah, I can't afford that. Like today I was looking at yachts online, and then I was telling myself I didn't want them as if they were an option, you know? I was like, 155 feet, that's not even big enough for all my friends and family. I'm not getting that shit. What the fuck am I doing? You ever do that? You ever go down like a rabbit hole online and then like 6 hours have gone by and you're like, I'm shopping for the private jet that best suits my needs. I think I found, this is it right here, the G550. How much is this? Place order, $53 million. Well, maybe not now, but maybe later. I'll just bookmark that shit for now. You know what that is? That's a sense of entitlement. That's me thinking I should be associated with this thing, and I haven't earned it. I haven't, neither of you, but also me. I just realized how fat I was by how winded I got from just doing those little motions. Jesus. It's ridiculous. Sometimes I just look in the mirror and I'm like, fuck. I lie to myself all the time. I cheat. Like, I'll look in the mirror and I'm like, yeah, that's what you look like. It's all these little things you don't think about. You just do it automatically. Here's why I really had to call myself out. I was getting into a shower in a hotel, and it was one of these hotel bathrooms that there's just mirrors everywhere. And as I was stepping in the shower, I looked and I was like, oh my God. Like, look at you. I can't believe somebody lets you fuck them. This is crazy. I always like it when I eat myself out of breath. I feel like that's a good boost to my day. You know, I'm eating and then I go, ugh. It's better a few moments later when you get to think about it. You're like, why did I just stop to take a deep breath? Oh yeah, my body also needs air. You fat fucking turd. I did the fattest thing you can do a week ago. Maybe not the fattest thing. I think the fattest thing you can do is probably eat another fat person, right? Like if you're fat and you see another fat guy and you're like, that guy looks delicious. You're super fat. I didn't do that. I did, however, go out to eat. I went out to breakfast. I had a croissant. Everybody knows what a croissant is, right? It's a flaky fucking thing. I ate one, and one is enough. And then I left this place, and I was walking down the street, and I saw a bakery, and I was like, I wonder what their croissants taste like. So I entered a second venue to shovel bread into my stupid fat mouth. And the big payoff is that when I was done, I got to go, oh no, the first place has better croissants. Yeah. I feel like no matter where I go, 10 times a day, I find myself asking myself this question. I find myself going like, hey man, is anybody else seeing this shit right now? Have I stepped into a parallel fucking universe or something? Like, I went to buy a coffee just a few weeks ago from a coffee place. Just so there's no confusion, I didn't go to a shoe store, I went to a coffee place, okay? I go up to the lady behind the counter and I go, can I have a coffee? And she goes, well, we have a special promotion. And today for $2, you can get this drink and it has it's vanilla and there's whipped cream and there's sprinkles on it. And I was like, that's cool, I don't want that. May I have a coffee? And she goes, it's the last day of this special promotion. And I was like, oh, I think I understand the full scope of the promotion. May I have a coffee? And she's like, you're a fucking loser. Here's the thing, this woman was enormous, okay? She looked like 4 people melted into one. So I was like, you know what? You're super fat. You know when shit tastes good. hook that shit up. I want to try it, right? And she goes, it's $2. And I go, all right. And then I extend it at 20, and she goes, and I go, I'm sorry? And she goes, I don't have the change for that. And I was like, oh, so what do you want to do now? Are you saying I have too much money to shop here? And she goes, we just can't handle it. And I was like, handle it? It's a 20. Like, I didn't put the Hope Diamond on the counter and go, figure it out, stupid. Like, it's reasonable, right? And she was just all shoulders, like, oh. I go, nothing? You have no solution? She goes, do you still want coffee? I'm like, yeah, that part's never changed. That's why I'm here. And I go, you can't resolve this at all. And she goes, you could ask somebody else for change. And I go, another customer in line? And she goes, yeah. And I go, what about the box with buttons in front of you? So I turn around to the line of people and I go, excuse me, do any of you guys have change? Everybody was like, oh, you fucking asshole. Like, you're at the place to get change. You're right there. But then this one Arab guy, and I'm not saying that means anything, but he was, so why leave it out of the story? He goes, I have everything. And I was like, oh. And then he opened his attaché, and he had every denomination of every currency. Like where I could go, I want one of those, and I want one of those, I want one of those. He was like, yes, yes, yes. Now enjoy your pussy drink. And I was like, okay, all right. And I want you to know something. I drank that pussy drink, and that's the best shit I've ever had in my entire life. Pussy drinks forever. I'm not sure that's what they're called, so take your chances, but it would be cool if you went to a Starbucks tomorrow and you're like, can I get a pussy drink? And they're like, I think I know what you want. Hold on a second. I went to the doctor that day. And I'm going to be completely honest with you. I went to the doctor and I was like, all right, I'm just going to get a checkup, see what's going on. The honest truth is I knew it wasn't going to be awesome, okay? I knew the doctor wasn't going to be like, you might be surprised to hear this, but you're perfect. Like, you're a perfect physical specimen, man. I knew that wasn't going to happen, but I didn't expect him to be a dick. Usually they're not. I feel like in my experience, doctors are polite, almost overly polite, where it's phony and condescending. When they go, oh, really interesting story you got there. Doctors do that because you're telling them a story, and doctors don't want to hear a story. Doctors want to hear, this hurts. Not, I was over at my friend Charlie's house, and we went to move the ottoman, and I mean, you can use it as a coffee table, or you could use it as an ottoman, it's up to you. And your doctor's like, I want to blow my fucking brains out right now. I go in there, I sit on the exam table, which is my least favorite table to sit on in the world. This is the only table that in 30 years I've sat on where my feet don't touch the ground. So I feel like a fucking toddler waiting, like... My doctor comes in, he doesn't say hello, he doesn't say good morning, he just walks in, he points at me, which is super aggressive, you know, to start a conversation with somebody like, hey man, you're like, hey, what's up, man? And he goes, do you want something for your hair? And I go, what? And he goes, do you want something for your hair? And I go, I don't get it. And he goes, has nobody told you that your hair's falling out? And I was like, damn. No. And he goes, oh, sorry. Like, all right. Then he pulls my chart out of the slot, super dramatic, so that it makes a fucking noise. He goes, and he goes, wow. And I'm like, really? Wow. Is it full-blown AIDS? Like, why is it wow? And he goes, you weigh 245. And I go like, yeah, like I knew that shit. And he goes, you weighed 230 last time you were here. Not exactly what I would call weight loss. And I'm like, are we at a fucking roast or something, right? Like, what are you doing? Then he says, you know, you're the fattest patient I've seen all day. And I go, it's 9:30 in the morning. And he goes, still. He's like, you know, we ran your blood work. It turns out your muscle enzymes are through the roof. And I go, yeah, man, like, I'm super strong. Like, how is that a problem? And he goes, they're off the charts. I'm like, even better. I'm probably your strongest patient, man. And he goes, I don't think you understand muscle enzymes. And I go, that's true. I don't know what they are. And he goes, well, the only way you could have them this high would be like, A, if you were an Olympic athlete, which clearly, you know, I'm like, dude, what is the deal, man? And he goes, the other way would be if you were a cocaine addict. And I go, I don't do coke. And he goes, I'm your doctor.